Hello everyone. Today we are talking about 3 mythical Scottish creatures. First off, a massive thanks to these incredible people who support the Broonfords on Patreon. If you're interested in supporting, the link is in the description below and you can get up to 3 extra videos a month. Plus, we are about to start a new Patreon tier where you can join in on a Zoom chat with me and all the other patrons in that. How are you all? I hope you're all happy and safe and healthy out there wherever you are. Today we are talking about 3 mythical Scottish creatures. But before we get started, I hope you all managed to check out Wednesday's new Scottish Memories video with Grant Stott. Thank you to Grant again for making himself available to do that. So the new Scottish Memory series, where I'll be interviewing Scottish personalities both domestically or internationally, or maybe even just some cool locals. That's going to come out every Wednesday now. So videos like this, that's going to be normal on a Saturday, and the Scottish Memories on a Wednesday. So I hope you will remember to check all them out as well. And please go and check out the interview that I did on Wednesday with Grant. So, Scottish mythical creatures. Now I should say, before we get started, they are only mythical because a lot of people have only seen them or heard about them in stories. That does not mean they're not true. It just means they are mythical. They could be out there, just can't be bothered seeing us, that's all. So once again, for something like this, we need a far better atmosphere. And we're going to start with the Kelpies. Now the Kelpies, or also known as water Kelpies, are shapeshifters, which are apparently seen by most large bodies of water in Scotland. There are many tales about the Kelpies, some nice, some not so nice. The Kelpies name themselves comes from a Scottish Gaelic word, which I'm not even going to try to pronounce. It means heifer or colt, because for the most part they're seen in a water horse-like shape. They are said to haunt rivers and streams, usually in a horse-like shape. But you have to be careful when you're dealing with the Kelpies, for they are malevolent spirits. The Kelpie is known to appear as a more tame pony-like shape, enticing young children to come, stroke them, ride on them, thinking they're having just a joyful ride upon this horse. They find that they can no longer get off. They then dive into the water, down to the rivers deep, where the children will never be seen again, and the Kelpies have a feast for the night. They've also been known to appear in human form. They may appear as beautiful young women, hoping to lure young men to their death, or in a far less friendly way, they may appear as larger, human-shaped hairy figures, ready to jump out and simply just grab whoever's passing by, usually crushing them to death in their vice-like grip. Kelpies have other magical powers as well, generally the control of water. They can use their magical powers to summon floods and huge waves, usually to sweep passers-by into the ocean. So powerful are the Kelpies that it's said when they dive into the water that their massive tail sounds like thunder itself as it splashes on the water surface. And if you're ever out one day near a river or loch and you hear a massive, howling, wailing sound, time to take shelter. The Kelpies may be warning of an oncoming storm. So next time you're out at the rivers and lochs of Scotland, just be careful that you don't run into the Kelpies. Next, the Redcaps. Now the Redcaps' tales can vary depending on where in Scotland you are. However, the Redcaps down at the borders are definitely not ones you want to mess with. They're described as short, thick-set old men with long prominent teeth, skinny fingers armed with talons like eagles, large eyes, iron boots, a pickstaff in his left hand and a red cap on his head. The red cap is a malevolent little evil spirit. Redcaps are known to stay in many places, a lot of times old ruined castles down the borders. However, if you ever need to take shelter, I would recommend avoiding that of the Redcaps. They've been known to throw huge boulders at people who stray into their lair, and if they manage to kill that person, they take off their cap and soak up the blood. If you do happen to find yourself in the unfortunate position of dealing with a Redcap, trying to chase it away or trying to fight it is going to be a lost cause. The only way known to manage to escape is to recite some scripture or hold up a crucifix. It'll utter a dismal yell, vanish in flames, and leave behind a tooth. They're also known to make the sound of like grinding barley. However, if the sound tends to go on longer than we expected, that's usually an omen of an unfortunate death. Not all the tales of the Redcaps are bad though. There's one in Perthshire at Grantully Castle who will bestow good fortune upon anyone who sees or hears him. So if you're really determined to try to find the Redcaps, maybe go up to Perthshire and avoid going down to the borders. And last, but by no means least, is Nessie herself. Now Nessie is a legend that's held dear in every Scots heart. The earliest report of Nessie actually dates back to 565 with St Columba. Written in the 6th century, the tale tells that St Columba was staying in a village of the Picts when he was out one day, encountered local residents burying a man by the riverside. They explained that the man had been swimming in the river and then had been attacked by a huge water beast. It apparently mauled the man and dragged him underwater. They had got into their boats and tried to rescue the man, but it was too late. He'd already been killed. Apparently, Columba then sent a man. The beast started to approach. Columba made the sign of the cross and uttered the words, "Go no further. Do not touch the man. Go back at once." Apparently the beast stopped as if it was being held back by ropes, turned round and fled. The Picts gave thanks to Columba for what they proclaimed was a miracle. However, Nessie is apparently a far more friendly creature than what this depicts. The modern day Nessie that we know nowadays was first noticed in 1933 when George Spicer and his wife witnessed a peculiar figure appearing in the loch. They described the creature as having a long figure, was about 4 feet high and 25 feet long. Apparently had a long wavy neck, slightly thicker than an elephant's trunk. However, they saw no limbs. Apparently, it lurched across the road towards the river, breaking the stones underfoot. And the famous Hugh Gray's picture, the first known picture taken of Nessie, also in 1933. Unfortunately, the original negative was lost, but we still have this image. To this day, people still visit Loch Ness, hoping to capture a sight, and people have even managed to scan and sonar the entire loch, hoping to catch a glimpse. But Nessie is way too clever to be caught by that. And there you have 3 Scottish mythical creatures. Hope you enjoyed that today, guys. Just a little bit of fun. Did a little bit of fun. Hopefully soon that we will be easing out of lockdown a little bit and I'll be able to get out and about a little bit more. Till then, I hope you will join on Wednesday, where I'll be talking to Scottish actor Gordon Kennedy for his Scottish memories, and I'll also be back next Saturday as well. Remember to press that like button, leave a comment and subscribe if you haven't already. And till next time, bye humans.